Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to play a new map I found on GeoGuessr called An Urban World. Explore the cities of the world, 2600 plus locations in more than 600 cities from all the continents are currently available. So it sounds pretty diverse, although I suppose at least you'll know that you're in a city when you get landed with a new map. I'm excited to play this map series, so without further ado, let's go ahead and play. Single player, no time limit, start game. Okay, very good. So, transformasi, that is a strange language. I don't recognize that off the bat. It's in the Roman alphabet obviously, but a little different. Goodness, look at all the flags up above this building here. So that you can't really go by one of those. Bang in the middle is the Malaysian flag. Recognize that one. So does that mean anything? Oh, well, we seem to have skipped quite long. I'm not quite sure how far we skipped just then. What are we looking at here? Patang. And there are some Asian characters here. RM. Goodness, need to know my currencies. What is RM? Something Malaysia? Here we go, gvtech.com.my. So we know we're in Malaysia. That's good. That narrows it down quite a lot. The next question is, where in Malaysia? Well, look, could be anywhere at the moment. We know we're in a city. So let's try and get some clues, shall we? This looks like a bit of a institution over here. What does this sign say? Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan. Sekolah. Is Sekolah a place? Possibly. I don't know. Oh, seem to have skipped back a bit, I think. Not sure. Yes, I think we did. Let's just sort of carry on a bit and see how we're doing. Does this say the same thing as well? No, it does not. So Sekolah. Is Sekolah a place or not? Or even more helpfully, are there any signs? You can see the Malaysian flag there again, so noted that. Noted that. So we confirmed where we are. Malaysia's still a big place. Okay, we've got a river here, worth remembering. Let's continue to press on, although this looks to me like we're getting out of the main city centre. Yes, it does. I'll go back in a second, but why don't we just zoom in and see if, on the face of it we can find Sekolah. So obviously KL is a famous city. We've got Pekan, Taiping, and there's a few other islands that Malaysia's on as well. So Sungai. We've got Sepang there. That sort of rings a bell. I'm going to put a safety pin down anyway, just for the sake of it. But there's also Malaysia over here. I think this side of things. Sarawak, Cebu, Miri. Not sure. Let's go back to the start and carry on in this direction again. Can we go up there? Yes, we can. It's quite a well-mapped town, isn't it, then, if you can sort of pick and choose your roads like this. Again, there, we'll be going back to the river. So is this more of a main road? I've turned to left again. We're heading dead east, actually. What would be useful is to, we've seen the Malaysian flag now plenty of times. What would be useful is to, see an address or some kind of city name on one of these signs. So let's pay a bit more attention to those, shall we? I feel like I've perhaps neglected them a bit so far. So, a simple thing might be, for example, this taxi. What does that say? Samsung. Maybe let's look at this guy. Presumably he's got the same. Huh. Nope, can't read that, I'm afraid. Can't read that. We might find another taxi in a second, so let's carry on. Come on, keep going. Yep, there we go. Let's get a move on. This looks like some kind of bus depot. So what? Come on, what does this say? Kopersai Tiski Limo Executive Dan. So maybe this is translatable. So limo, like limousine, executive something. Darul Aman. This might be the town name, for example. I just don't know. Not convinced. Not convinced at the moment. Need to find some more clues. Let's keep a move on, shall we? And try and figure this out a little better. Can we go up here? Yes, we can. Very good. Right, this is back to a main road, so that's very good. We've got Skynet here, nice and reliable. Very good. Yep. It's a well-documented city. You can go on both sides of the road, for example, so that's good. We're back over the river that we crossed earlier, just a bit further to our right. We're now heading south. And look, we've got it's pretty major. What are we looking at? Let's say here. Old Town White Centre. I think that says White Centre. Old Town White Centre. So that's main road now is going. We are heading west. What does this say? Shinta Siang. Is that a place? I just don't know these towns in Malaysia too well, to be honest. I mean, forgive me, please, but I have a feeling, just for some reason, we're not on the Borneo side. I think we're on this mainland Malaysia side, if you will. So I'm feeling more inclined to go there, and I'm feeling, let's say, Perak at the moment, for no other reason other than that it's a fun guess. What Sinta say? It's just hard to tell if that's the town name or the company that builds the buildings, for example. You've no idea really. Let's keep going this way because we should come across a sign at some point. I mean, there should be like not just a sign on the side of the building, but a sign as in sort of where we are and what we're doing. A road to somewhere. Still going north-south on this quite major road, I have to say. Here we go. Now what is this? Tesco. We've got the 1 and the third. The 1. And the 3051. Okay, so we've spotted the 1. The 1 is here. And, you know, it's got the same kind of road signs and everything like that, so that's good. Why don't we try and find the source of the 1? Can't be too much further north now because we're getting pretty much to the end of it. The 1. Okay. So that's the 1. Now we're looking for the 3051. What do we think, folks? 3051, will it be on here? 75. Oh, we've skipped ahead a bit. This is not a country border, this is presumably just a... Where's the 1 gone? Come on. Let's get back in the game. There we are. Yep. The 1. And, you know, still missing the 3051. The 1 does come through where we've got the pin, so that's a tiny bit reassuring. 3051 is like another order of magnitude in terms of the numbers, in the number of numbers in the road name, and that's a little disconcerting. Usually, the more numbers, you know, the smaller the roads. You know, in the UK, for example, M1. You know, but when you're on the 3051, it's usually a small road, and there's possibly the same here. It might just be the case that here we're looking at 115, 131, for example, and we're just not zoomed in far enough to see the 3051. Where are we, sort of, in the grand scheme of things? We're almost at the end here now. The 1 continues. So why don't we try looking instead for these places? So Tikambatu and Butterworth. You know, that's a strange name, isn't it? Where do we think these might be then? So, well, I don't see anything. Let's just spend a second, you know, going again from top to bottom. Where was the 1 starting? Around here, wasn't it? I'm looking for Butterworth. That's a strange name. Butterworth. Butterworth. Yes. Okay. Hang on. Now we've got it. Butterworth is straight ahead and therefore south-ish. So we should be able to see these other places now. I don't know, it could still be a long one, couldn't it? Butterworth is undoubtedly the biggest town out here. Let's just look for the 3051 one more time. Because now we know where we are. Butterworth is to the south. 203. I hate to get sort of totally wound up. Oh, am I even on the one? E1. Yes, I am. Yeah, it's this AH2. So 3051. 3051. There we are. So I think we started somewhere up here. I'm not going to go back and look for the actual starting point. We're close enough. Let's go for the guess. Fantastic. I'm really happy that we got there in the end. You know, without spending another 10 minutes finding the absolute start. We're in the right neck of the woods. 4994 points. Fantastic. Next round. This looks more European altogether. Let's have a look now and see what this says. Tammy S.P. Beach, attorney at law. Okay, so not European. This is more US or North American at least. Attorneys at law aren't really, you know, a thing in Europe. It's the Kiva Grocery. Okay, yeah, these signs here and all the rest of it confirm. You know, we're definitely in the well, according to this flag, in the US. So that's great. So the question is, where in the US are we? Let's just take in this sign here because it will help eventually. West 11th and Olive. Okay. West 11th and Olive. This has a kind of a Pacific vibe to it almost. I'm just going to... Hang on, what does this say? Nope. That's, you know, legal help and all the rest of it. Eugene Station. I think Eugene is a place in Oregon, is it not? So why don't we get in there and just kind of see if we can nail this one down early. Oregon's up around here. This is Eugene. Yeah, there we go. And Eugene, this looked like kind of the bus station almost for Eugene. Where do we think? Well, it's going to be in the center, and this to me looks like the center. University of Oregon. But around here, Oak Street, Pearl Street. What was the name of the road again? Let's go back to our start signs. We might not have to travel too far. I saw them on the left here. Hang on. Olive and West 11th. Let's see if we can see. We're looking for... Oh, well, here's 11th Avenue. We've got this here. West and East 11th. So we know we're on the west side. And here's Olive. There we go. Well, we've nailed that down pretty quickly. Let me just go back to the start here just to confirm where we are. So we were on, I think, 11th. Let's see now. 11th goes... Does 11th go north-south or does Olive go north-south? Let's try again. What's the name of the... It's Olive that goes north-south. And we were south, weren't we? We were somewhere down here. Back to the start. Let's try and nail this if we can. There's a... Ooh, skidded a little too far. We're now looking south. And there's a road that goes off... Yes, that's right, isn't there? There's a road that goes off to the west, which would be this one here, 12th. So here's the attorney at law. We're just outside their offices. Let's go for the guess. 5,000 points. Fantastic. Really happy with that. We managed to nail that one down pretty fast. God bless America and your logical street numbering systems. Okay, this looks more European. Mind you, I said that last time. I think the German here would confirm it. Actually, I say German. No, look, you know, we're in Austria. Okay, so .at, that helps. Let's just have a look at the next website and see that it's also .at. Yep, very good. Obviously they're keen to shift their buildings. Excuse me while I take a sip. So we know we're in Austria. Okay, well, let's go this way, shall we? What cities can you think of in Austria? Yet to find out. Well, that was obviously the wrong way to go. That's a completely dead end. Let's go this way. Back to, yes, much better idea. Back to a main road here, and you know there's a tram system and all sorts. So we've got Vienna. We could be in Vienna. Hard to tell, really. I mean, I don't know. You know, knowing these cities well is tough. Let's just at least get in there and... Pardon me. We're not on a time limit, so... There's also Salzburg, Linz, Graz, you know, Klagenfurt, Innsbruck. I don't think we're in the Alps, you know. I think the Alps are in the distance. So, as in, I saw you know, the mountains in the distance there. I don't feel like we're sort of in a valley, for example. What is this? Hackle van. That's interesting. It's certainly a big city. Do we have a road name? Any road name? It wouldn't seem like that. It wouldn't seem that way, would it? Can we go up here? Yes, we can. So the trams, you know, I always seem to go the wrong way, don't I? Let's go back this way. This was clearly a more of a, you know, the centre of town was more this way. So let's do that. Let's try and not head for the edge here, but we'll head for the centre and see what they can do. Now, on the side of the tram, for example, does it say we can't catch up with it? Annoyingly. No, it's just not there. We've got McDonald's, Casino. What is that? Linz. Casino Linz. There we go. We've got Linz. Fantastic. Now this should get us there. We're pretty close. Casino Linz. Yes, we're looking at it. We've even seen it. This is absolutely magic. Okay, right. I'm going to put my pin down there and go back to the start. Now we need to find the street names. We really need to do with that. So we've got the Parkhouse Blumau. Let's remember that. There's the street sign. Scharitzerstraße. Scharitzerstraße. And we've got the parking. Nailed it. Return to start. Where were we in relation to that parking? Well, we were pretty much just, you know, bit further down from it. So I'm going to put myself out right there. Go for the guess. Yes, a meter away. 5,000 points. Going to have a victory sip. Wonderful. Round 4 out of 5, and I think we're doing pretty well. This is going to be more challenging. Now that does not look Russian to me. This looks more Greek and or Turkish. But I am already sensing that this is not going to be as good as the last few rounds. This might be the downfall. Let's have a look, shall we? Not quite as high a resolution here. I have to say the other images have been excellent. I usually sort of complain, but about the potato cams and so on. But here they seem to have done a good job, so, or at least so far. Now that to me is Greek. Greek more than Russian. So I'm going to hazard a bet and say that we're in Greece. Let's try and get to, you know, the best bet here I think is for a major road. Really a major road with an actual sign on it, and so on. We'll buy some great big bus depot. Oh, no, don't mean to get that up. We'll buy some great big bus depot. So we can't be far off the beaten track. I really am just sort of panning around mercilessly now, trying to get to a main street. So this looks like a better street. So let's go down here. We've just passed an intersection. We're heading northeastish, and we're getting to a main sign here. This feels more comfortable. So we've got Athens, Thessaloniki, and a few other places, all right ahead. There's unfortunately just a little sign in the way there, which is a bit annoying. So let's get in there. This confirms that we're in Greece, so that's good. And Athens is way down here. Thessaloniki's up here as well. Now, what direction generally are we facing if we go straight on? If we go straight on, we're generally facing north, so that's interesting. I wouldn't perhaps have expected that. What that means is that I think, based on the way that these go, Athens is closer, so we're going to be south of Athens. Let's also look for Kozani, Trikala. Of course, they could be just as far away as everything else. So perhaps if we're going to be south of Athens, you know, you can't really. The reason it's surprising is because you can't really go south of Athens. So can you go? You know, hang on. I need to get the names back on my screen. So Kozani. Can you see it anywhere? Oh, come on, get back. I'm zooming out because I just don't think we've got that Karditsa. See that? We're here. That's there. Trikala is there. And Kazani. Kazani's up here. So then what's closer? I think Karditsa is closer, as in the lower down on the list, the closer we are. So are we sort of approaching, well, I don't know, even this roundabout, dare I say. Who knows? We've got the railroad station. And, you know, I can't for a second try and think about how that is pronounced, but is that the same as that? No. This is the railway, so why don't we try tracking the railway? That might be a lost cause, mightn't it? I'm just looking. I'm basically trying to match the Greek to the writing here. So we've got the ETA. You know, that could be in Stravos, for example. ST. Just don't know. And then you can see where the railway station goes. So look, we know we're somewhere around here. Let's try. I think that's a good start. We've really locked in, you know, the right region, frankly. So that's good. I'm not going to spend much longer on there. Let's try and can we go around the roundabout, please? Athens and Thessaloniki. Okay, so those are obviously like literally major cities that, you know, if you follow that road, you'll get there eventually. Not helpful for us really trying to triangulate. They just really helped us, you know, with which city we were in. So this tells us that Kasani and Trikala are up in the north. So Trikala's up there, and where was Kazani? We had that as well at some point, didn't we? Kazani. Now the other one, Karditsa, wasn't. So you know that maybe tells us that we might be in it, to be honest. So why don't we zoom in there and see? You know, for example, the roundabout doesn't look totally even. But there was still a sign to it, wasn't it? There was still a sign to it. So, is there... Look, I think we're going to be somewhere in here. Somewhere by the railroad. And the railroad is this, by the way, I was mentioning it earlier, but it's this grey line. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. But it's this grey line here. So maybe we're by sort of Karditsa station. Look, I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to go for this one. I can't, you know, to the north. I think I'm going to go for this roundabout up here. I know we didn't start there, but you know, close enough. And I'm going for Karditsa. I'm going to say we're there. I'm feeling it, and it's not right. Ugh. Where were we then? Okay, we were in Larissa. I don't think I had any pointers really to get there, but we did a good job of finding the right roads and all the rest of it, so close enough, and I'm pretty happy with that guess so far. Round 5. This is a totally different world. Look at this. Dusty streets. Sun is in the north, clearly, so we're going to be in the southern hemisphere somewhere. Round 5 out of 5 now, so looking to finish strong. We're somewhere in the southern hemisphere. What does this say? Gobern Victor Hugo Vasquez, 2015. Victor Hugo. Now that rings a bell. I don't know who that person is, but let's try going up here, and we'll just get out of here for a second and, you know, see if we come across anything. Are these, you know, the Chilean flag colours are on that bus, for example? It does look, you know, pretty much in the middle of Victor Hugo again. There's obviously a popular character in this town. Victor Hugo Gobernador. And is that the, you know, is that long live Viva Rocio, Viva Alcaldesa? Not sure. Gonna try and commit those two to memory. I'm just gonna write them down a bit, but not sure. Still haven't locked down what country we're in here, so this is definitely, I think, Spanish speaking and not Portuguese. So I think clearly we're in South America. So here we go. What is this? Oh. On the web version now, I skipped forward too far. I'm trying to back up, but might as well just turn around. Iroko. Iroko and Caracolo. Iroko and Caracolo. Okay. Don't know about those. Haven't heard it. Still not sure what country I'm in. I'm just going to go to the other side of the signs here and go see what's this way. Okay, they're a little screwed there, so go back a bit. Dunno. We're clearly up in, what I would call the high Andes. None of those ring a bell to me, to be honest. So, what are we going to do? Because that might be the closest clue we've got. Obrales. So, I mean, look at the landscape around us. Those mountains in the distance. I think we're at altitude here. I mean, like a serious altitude. We came this way. This looks like the beginning of a pretty major road. So, why don't we sort of carry on down it a bit and see where it leads us? Because, this is not the time to be getting lax with just one round left, and we're doing pretty well so far, so I'm keen to keep going. Now this is clearly a huge great big road, and we're heading south. Oh, there's a good point. Where's the sun? The sun is in the north. Okay, so we know we're south. So where does this put us then? Let's get the map up. It puts us pretty much in most of South America, but I have a feeling we're down here. We're down in Bolivia. We're down in Peru. We're somewhere like that. Let's just see if we can't get in there for a second. And there wasn't a road number, I don't think, unless I was staring right at it and not reading it. We're also heading south. Look, there's another street sign here. So let's spin around. See what we're looking at. Can this help? Come on, let's get a bit closer. So stadium, that doesn't help us necessarily. Guadalajara. Oh, I think I just saw La Paz. La Paz, straight on. Okay. I want to go back. Hang on, that's not a good view. What am I doing? This is better. These are more the kind of street signs that we need. So La Paz, Aval Valle, and Cochabamba. Cochabamba's here. Yes, La Paz is there. Okay, excellent. So La Paz is straight on a north. This is Cochabamba is to the east. So we're going to be somewhere here. Oruro. Did we get that before? Oruro? I think we did, I think we did. Is that right? Do I remember that name from somewhere? Goodness, if those are the main roads, then it's amazing how the development is going. What am I doing? Right, let's get away from that. I think we've got that right. Let's just try and find one more set of signs. I'm just going by signs now, and gonna try and locate us around. I don't think we'll nail it, but obviously you can nail it eventually if you spend hours doing it. But we don't have hours, so let's just see what we can do. Nope. Are we by a lake? I mean, that's what that Ururu's by, a great big old lake. Where is the lake? The lake is to the south of the town. So if we look south, which way would south be? Sort of through the town again, really, wouldn't it? Back where we've come from. Let's just get to the next junction. If we can. If there is indeed a junction. That looks like a junction. Oh, don't die on me now. You know, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to say we're in Oruro. Or Oruro. Don't know why. It's just really I'm basing it on, you know, the signs that we had to get to La Paz and Cochabamba out to the east. This looks like the closest town. I'm sort of trying to triangulate there, I guess. So, you know, let's go for the guess. Ooh, and it looks close. Yes, we were right. Spot on, in fact. I'm pretty happy with that. Down to the guess. That's actually a very lucky guess because I really didn't, you know, just put the pin down roughly there. I hadn't seen that lake to the south, but it was south through the town. So thrilled, actually, frankly, that we made it to that road. I think I've almost put the pin, my pin, exactly where I was. I just didn't really sort of spend the time backtracking. So absolutely fantastic. 4996, so just 4 points off. Game finished. Well done. 24,806 points. Well, look, I really enjoyed playing that game. I think it's fair to say I think we've done pretty well. You know, happy with the South America guess at the end there. North America was easy. The guess in Oregon was pretty straightforward. In the European cities, we managed to triangulate, you know, pretty well in Austria and Greece, and yeah, in Malaysia still, you know, we eventually got there, down to the right point. So delighted with this set of maps. It's been really good fun. I hope you've enjoyed playing with me today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.